continuing to collect points on the homestand here. What's going to be the key for you guys tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I think just building off our last game, I think that was, one of our better games as of late. And I think, we had some meetings, we discussed some things, and we went out and executed those things. So I think, making sure that we realize, what we did well in that game to, be able to get the win and, carry that into tonight and games moving forward.
Defensively, what do you think you guys did well against the Islanders? I know they played such a unique style, and the offense obviously didn't come till the end of the third, but you guys still managed to pull one out there.
Yeah, I mean, I think, as a unit of five, we were, much better with our backtracks, our swords, spending less time in the D zone because of that, and I think that's important. No matter who you're playing, is making sure that you're coming back as a group of five. Helps with the breakouts, get out of our own end clean, and gives us the ability to get up the ice.
It seemed like it was more of a, you guys played more of a north-south game right from the start. Even though you didn't score until late, you kept building and building, playing that way.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was, I think we played a patient game. I think, there's times in other games where we got down a goal and, pushed and took chances too much to, that ended up creating another goal again. So I think we were patient and, making sure that we were doing things the right way because we were getting chances and we knew that, it was just a matter of time before one went in and, like you said, got the second one late.
Talbot wasn't out there this morning. Is he going in goal or going?
Yeah, he'll be in net tonight. It's kind of his routine. He gets his work in the day before. His last handful of starts, he takes the morning off. Maintaining that, I don't say older body, but obviously maintaining.
You talked about him earlier this week, but what's been different about him, seeing him up close, than maybe what you saw going against him?
Probably what he brings our room. Love the consistency in his game. I wouldn't say predictable, but he gave up some goals he hasn't all year in that San Jose game, and they were tough momentum goals at the time. But we got in a situation where I'm not going to say we overplayed him, but we forced him into a lot of work that week, and I think it caught up to him. So I just think the consistency, what he's brought to the room, and again, if we can play well in front of him, I know that sounds obvious, but what I mean by well is just you limit the east-west, you limit some of the volume. He's produced very well for us.
How have him and Lyon kind of handled you kind of going back and forth between them? How do they kind of respond to that?
Good, but a lot of that's just been, they both played well, and they've earned starts. So it's a little more than that than anything.
With guys like Kasper and Johansson, who are still so new to the NHL, how, if at all, does that change the feedback they get from you all on a game-to-game basis?
A ton. I mean, it's today's NHL. You're recruiting. You're developing on the fly, and you do a little extra video, extra reps. Even yesterday was a little bit of a maintenance day, but it was important for those guys to get reps and touches and work some things in their game. So it's a little more involved, if you will, because I think in today's NHL, the young guys are still developing and flying.
Is there a balance on the other side of that as far as making sure you're not sort of overwhelming them with new information?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's a good question because there's some of that too. And there's times Albert has looked overwhelmed in his game. It's been pretty evident. Just keeping him involved. It's very important for us to get him in the other day after sitting. So I just think there's some of that balance of not overwhelming them too.
What are the right situations for him right now?
Well, we would love for him to force us into having tough decisions where he's playing confident, he's playing with pace. His overall game, you can maybe see a little lack of confidence, if you will, at times, and I think it shows up in slow play. I mean, there's things like fanning on 8-foot passes, fanning on pucks on the blue line. That's not him. No, that's a nervous, not trying to make a mistake player, which is understandable in this league.
Is he the one that's out tonight?
Yeah, he's the one that's out tonight.
Is the Islanders game, is that the kind of game, like, it seemed like you played with urgency right from the start and patience until you finally got the opportunities late in the game? Is that
Yeah,
the
I
kind of
like
game
their
you wanna
game
replicate?
away from the puck. Our team defense, obviously, I mean, come out of the game only giving up a handful of chances. Obviously, the one goal against. I still think it's key to success, keeping it out of our net. And again, some things that leaked into our game at the tail end of that West Coast trip. The too many odd mans, some missed sorts and tracks. We worked on it, and we did a good job cleaning that up. So, an overall team game was a pretty good game. I do think we still need to do a little more offensively, getting those hard areas, especially tonight. I think obviously watching Boston back in their last game, they're very committed to keeping out of their net to be hard against that area.
You guys have a long road trip. Just had one, a couple games at home, on the road again for a quick one, back at home again. How undervalued is that sports science, kind of keeping up with the body aspect?
It's a reality. I mean, it's amazing how far it's come, even my short time in the league. And it's a reality. It just helps. Some of it is instincts. Like, even, we planned on having a full practice yesterday, and the science was like the guys seem a little bit on the end of it, and then something was a little communicating with your captain. Some guys only had 3-4 hours of sleep just because of your clock a little bit, and I understand that was no different. So, but it's amazing the science and trusting it in these type of situations.
Thank you.